Hello, this is Arabella's Heart for Book Art. This is Arrabella. Welcome to my home and to my video. I will scoot over with my chair so I can see everything a little bit better. So I have tea. I'm sipping on my tea. I have this time strawberry tea. So my daughter gave that. So well, as you can see, the black really turned a lot more black than it was. I also have my Posca pen, so I wanted to try if, let me take a sip first. Oh, that tasted really good. And I will take a little note so that I'm sure that. So I see that I have a little bit of staining, so I will touch it up with my Posca pen, and if it's going to be a lot more black, then I will paint everything with my Posca pen. So why not, right? So this, I think that I will make this for my daughter, so I hope that this didn't stick really well. I wanted to make it more black so that the white gesso will stand out even more. That, and I will let it dry, this dry. Over here behind me, and I also want to show you my signature, and I already put some stuff beside me that I probably want to use. This was from the previous video. Perhaps we'll use a few things of that. Now I'll show you what I'm working on. So I have one signature for this new book, and I just want to make something a little bit free. And now I'm looking for my scissors. I also took downstairs because I'm in my living room, my book that I made, and this is also a drawing that I made. So this is a stash book. This is just bound in with this twine, and they are really large envelopes. So I put stuff in it, and also this can be pulled out, so nothing is bound in, sewn in, I mean. Here I have this is really old for my children when they were young. So this is from the flow, and here's a vellum envelope, and when there is a lot I have this to keep it closed. So here I also have a few from a 6x6, but for instance this I will think this is really vintage and a little bit suitable for the Alice in Wonderland, my new one. So I think I will get that, and this one as well. Perhaps this is from a magazine I see, so yeah, I could keep that out to see if I will use it. And I also like this one, so this just one, or yeah, so this can be closed up. Yeah, I really would use I'll have to search for my scissors. This one also is really this is a small one of a different book that I made. Yeah, these are gel prints with shapes that I cut all the white away, and then you will have this shape that is yeah, really artsy. So that is the whole point. I will leave this also yeah, perhaps to it's an old design that I made with my gel prints. The designs that I made digitally, where I made one of my gel prints into something digital. So I don't really see. This could also be behind a tag or something, so I will cut that. So I really need scissors. Ah, this is also really old. This is also gel print onto, yeah, just ads that you get in your mailbox, and then you can rip them out. They sort of a coupons that you can buy stuff with discounts, something like that. This is also a drawing that I made. And this I made also into digital. This is an A4, the original one, and I really like the flowers, and I made this into a purple digital. It's really long time ago. I was trying some stuff out on my computer that I had back then. So these are small strips of, this could also work. This is really cool, by the way. It's also a little bit artsy. So I'm just pulling stuff out that I probably, yeah, I won't use everything, of course. So this, also the same paper. This could also be really cool to make an envelope. So this is a junk journal. You already guessed it. It will be a junk journal, Alice in Wonderland junk journal. And I also, oh yeah, this I once went to Egypt. So this is for, I bought this in Egypt. These are, how do you call that, bookmarks. And it's from that special paper, papyrus. I don't know how you call that in English. But I left it inside. Here is that eye, the eye of Horus, that I thought about in my previous, one of my previous videos. Yeah, here it's papyrus. Papyrus, is that how you call that? Yeah, you see how they made it. Such a long time ago that I could do to-do lists inside. That could work, but I don't know exactly if I'm going to use it. But well, here are also, I want to look. Oh, this is a long time ago. This is from Genevieve Designs, and I yeah, this is coffee dyed paper, and these are tags that I got. Oh, that's really a long time ago. I could do that and then yeah, do it like this over one page, and then perhaps with the paper clip. I see that I have more. It's really a lot. Perhaps I could use all these tags. That would really look cool and more a cohesive look. Something like this, if you then use it into a book, that will make everything cohesive. And she can write, and yeah, this will be for my daughter Lila. Also sort of a die cut. This is a hawk, I think, a bird, or yeah, I don't know, it's a bird. Oh, this is also something I made. This is so long ago. I made a feather with But I have a different one that was really more pretty, if I'm honest. But I could draw on it and make it more pretty for this. Yeah, I will leave it out and then I can see what is it pretty or something. Yeah, this I want to use, this silhouette, but that is for a different video. And this is also an envelope, but I cut it like this, so that also could be used. So put this aside. So I will see what I want for the signature. I also have some fabric. So I have a lot of things. I also have a few stamps. Those are more leaves and stuff, but I do have a lot of more stamps, but I really don't know where everything is yet. So this is one signature. Yeah, I want to stick down here something, and I also want to stick down anything that is coming apart a little bit. So I will stick down all the corners as well, so like this. And here I also saw that it was sticking out, so I'm also gluing this down. So now I will check everything, and I have then different papers that I want to use to put over something. For instance, I also have yeah, I also did this. So I don't have a punch, I will have to cut them out, but I printed first this fabric, this Alice in Wonderland fabric. This was a free print, and then I stuck down all these circles that I also yeah, printed out first, so that they are sturdy and they have on both sides something, so I can put, yeah, make sort of a dangle or something. I don't know yet exactly. So this is a little bit where I'm at. So this will be a one signature junk journal book with the Alice in Wonderland theme. So this is from my own kit, Tina's Choice. And this is also something I wanted to stick down, so perhaps I will need yeah, different glue, but I will try it like this first. Also, I will be sewing this, so I already chose this twine, and I already chose to do it like this, so perhaps 2 holes and 2 holes. I don't know yet. But I will have to make sort of template for it, so that the holes will be exactly the same as and this is also something I did when I was laying down. I already stuck down some lined paper behind interesting printouts that I already printed out. So now I can fold it and then place anywhere where I want. But what I also can do is fold it in a different way. So for instance, I will fold it up until here. And if you do that, you will get really an interesting page. So on one side you will have, and on the other side you will have that. Excuse me. So I will, yeah, this one also is really nice for her age. And in the background, those are my own gel prints that I placed in such a way that it's so, and I put a deep red behind it. So this one will go up until here. I am just deciding, but because this is a little bit larger, I can do that. If you have a size where it will have to go to the middle, you will do that, of course. But so now I have 2 extra, and this one I already put in over here, so I already did that once. I will sit down for this. Also, I wanted to, oh yeah, I have 3. I can't really count. So and my scissors I want, because I want the strip. This scrapbook paper I don't want. So what I was thinking, so this is really a little bit interesting. This I could do like this, is really prettier, by the way, and then I can put something behind it. But I want to close this with double-sided. I also have a little bit of troubles with my, a lot. What happened was that, so my washing machine, yeah, when I put the thing in electric cord, when I put that in, it exploded. Everything exploded. So I was really in shock. And I'm really happy that I didn't explode or was electrified or something. So I'm really lucky that I wasn't hurt in any way. I was just astonished that it happened. So I really saw flame, a little flame coming out. So that was so nerve-wracking. I was really in shock, by the way. I was yeah, really shocked that that happened, that could happen. So this I have 2, so I can also do one in the back. I could do this, but then yeah, it's a little bit flimsy, so I think that I will want to make this a little bit more sturdy, perhaps with these papers that I just pulled out of my stash book. This perhaps, this is really shiny, but well, that's okay. That will stick really well. I will choose what I like this with the leaves a little bit. So yeah, I will do that. So I hope everybody's okay. I really hope that you like that sort of video. And yeah, I will see what happens, right? So it won't be really noticeable, I think, but because yeah, it's loose from the edge, I just also want it sturdy and a little bit pretty, even if you see only a little piece of it. So I was out of frame, I think, because yeah, my bad eyes. That's the whole reason I'm pulling it a little bit closer to me. So I'm just watching every page, if I want another page, if I want some changes, but not that I want to make everything exactly that it's done, you know? It's not the final thing you can add to it. So now I want it over here, I think. And this I will keep. I don't know. Or should I do this? A little bit more. No, I think I will do it over here. And then this will be obscured. So I'm using the double-sided tape. I also have different glues, but I really want to use this. I even have glue for my fabric, so it's sort of a decoupage for fabric. So also have that. So I could also use fabric in this book if I want to use that. This also will make it more sturdy. I don't have my tool to get the backing off. That's upstairs, I think. I don't know, I just started, so I'm downstairs, and I was so sick and tired of really being on the couch and doing only resting to feel better. So I was just tired of doing that, so I thought, well, if I can't do it, I can always stop filming. But I always have that feeling that I want to make stuff. Do you know what I mean by that? Do you also have that? So that feeling that you want to create something. I have that every day. It's an urge almost. I don't know if that's the right word to say like that, but I really want to. Yes, this is how I made my edges. I just took a watercolor pencil and then I took my water brush, and then I also have ink, but different. I did it like this. This is what I used for the cover. I want to see if I like this for the edge, for this page. This is also really a good idea to do. Oh yeah, that looks like this. What I wanted to change here is make this and use this to put over here. So I will just loosey-goosey watch where I will have to, like this. I'm measuring. This you can put straight onto that and then fold it. Also my bow folder is upstairs, so if you make and then yeah, see if I did it correct, and I did. So let's make that crease a little bit better. Like this. And now I will just tear it, and if it doesn't go as planned, you can start on the opposite side. Oh yeah, and also this French lily, I really like that as well. So here it's a little bit, it tore a little bit, but that's okay. I want this over here, and I could make this into a small tuck. So you can adjust while you are doing it. So if you think out of the box, try to, then you can make different things, interesting things, like for instance make a tuck over here, because this was a little bit too long, right? So now I can make a tuck and then put sort of a mat over this, and I can show you exactly what I can do. I could use a little bit of fabric. I don't like the color combination well, and a bit of blue. It could work. I could also use a little bit of text from one of the pages, or that I already used, like this. I cut the roses out of this, so I could use this text to make a mat. Let me just about cut something that I think that is just about the size. Let's see what's in the back. Also text. Could also use the back side. So that's yeah, I can do that right away. So you can make the edges grungy again or something. So this I will cut off where there's no text at all. Let me see if this is a little bit good. Yeah, I think I will leave it without a border. Even could make another tuck, a double small tuck like this. Why not? It's just thinking out of the box. That's all it is. So I think I will, yeah, use the double-sided because this is a little bit more sturdy. This paper. So, and this I will put the double-sided everywhere. Just about. We'll leave a little bit of room in between, and then perhaps use a little bit of glue stick still in between. To also make this into tuck, like I said. So I really prefer to use the double-sided for that. Even if it's too broad, I just adjust it. So like this. And then let's see if it's not too tall, and it is, but I will cut that off. That's okay. It's a little bit small to work like this, but if you do stuff like this, then it will look really finished. So cut that off like that. And then we'll stick it down, and for this smaller strip I will use double-sided. I will use the glue stick, and also yeah, make this into a tuck, right? So now I have room for one of those tags, or I will make a tag, and then another fold up, another tuck spot, so to speak. Yeah, tuck spot, I'm saying it correctly. And this I will put like this onto it. So you can ink it, but I don't have ink, so I will use the black to make a border if I want to. So like this, and do that again. So I will have a tuck behind here, and then I will also have a tuck with this smaller, I'm sorry, but I was out of frame, I think. Like this. So I will fold this up, and then I will have a double tuck. And because perhaps you want to see that there is a, so I would make this, you could use this just like a stabilo. I also like that scratchy look, so you could also do that if you want to. So, and now I will, yeah, I think I'm just using the glue stick because this paper is really thin. So, yeah, I really am falling in love with this first page. So only because I wanted to change this, yeah, it really makes it interesting, a lot more interesting, don't you think? So you will see Tor Edge and the French lily, and also a tuck over here. I don't know exactly where I did put everything, the tags that I showed you. But what I also can do, of course, and I will do this and then stop it, because here is already that circle, so I can, for instance, put a few circles here, or put one circle here and then that will be a top. So you have a lot of options what you can do. So this I think would really look cool with the text. These are just free images that I got. I don't know exactly. No, these are from Victoria Designs, I think. I mean, you can ask me. So this could, yeah, you could put that in the top. That is also really cute, by the way. And then I would take a smaller one, I think with a little bit of color. Okay, put this aside, and then, for instance, put this in the smaller one. And then now we already made it really different. This I could also make black, so I want to finish it, of course, or just about, you know, so that I feel like it's a little bit more of a finished look. So this is not ugly, but I just want this different look, then a little bit too scrapbooky, if I don't mean anything by that, but that's not really junk journal-y. That really doesn't, this scrapbook paper doesn't say junk journal to me, right? Something like that. So so now that it's a little bit more dark, and I can also change it even further, I don't have to keep it like this. You can, if you make yourself a junk journal, keep working in it. So make it into a junk journal slash art journal. That's really what I could do with it. And also make these dark lines on the circles. The idea, you can also I can also stick that down and then make that into a tuck, but for now I will let it dry and leave it in this tuck, a little bit like this. So the first pages are almost done, and this is also on purpose. I'm always second guessing myself about using prints, how do you call that, digitals. Really, I really had to convince myself to do that, because that is not really good for the environment, and I also think about those things. What you also can do, by the way, and I'm changing the subject now, is to make something out of something like this. This is just from a chocolate, and then you can make an embellishment out of this. It already has a heart, so you can do that, but you can also make it a round embellishment and then hang it like a, excuse me, like a dangle or something. So we'll show you how that will look if that's on the rest, but I want to dry, so this will look like this. So the first page is really cool. And you will see this, and here I also want to do something, I don't know what yet. And then this is also too plain, right? This I like with my new design idea. This is a free image, I think. And then I made sort of a checker with it. This is a more brighter. And this is the one I backed onto that paper, so my daughter can write. And these are the large playing cards. I also want to make these edges dark. I think I want an extra page that I just folded over here. This will really look cool, I think, or like that. That way is also cool. So I could also, always change that. I could also put that a little bit down. It doesn't have to be in the middle, right? So take that also into consideration. Junk journal, just you don't have any rules. So I really want to show you this. These are my gel prints. And this is something I got from Etsy, and this is free. So I also made this myself. So with free paper, and then here is this is all open. So I will work on that some more. And how many pages? I also want to put these two in. So let me see. No, it's already a small one. Perhaps in between here. This will look really cool onto here. And this I will do in the middle. This one. So that will break these colors up. That's what I'm going for. This is also a free image. This is a free image. This is scrapbook paper, and this is a free image on top. This is from my what I have. Perhaps do this on the other side, on the outside like this. That could also work. But this door is now in the middle, so could also be on this side. Let me see if I like that. Here I enlarged it, so it's from the same one, from Tina's Choice, I mean. So like this is also possible. Yeah, that really looks cool. So this one is loose now, so this is not in the book correctly. Let's see it. This is the middle. Let me see if I did that correctly. Yeah, I will change that. I will jumble that around a little bit so that I'm more like it. So I will leave this video at this. So we'll work on this some more, and if I'm a little bit like, yeah, I like it, so I see something else, of course, that I wanted to do. I also want to make a little bit of a wiggly, scratchy, darker line over here, and a little bit over there. That will make it interesting, more interesting. And even if I went a little bit, I will make just a broad stripe. This will really be light, so I'm not really worried about that. And if I'm dipping it again, that will be a little bit more dark, but so like this. And I will be working here. You can see how that looks dry. It's a little bit gray, and I really like this edge like this. So I think I will use something like that for my templates as well, but I'm not sure. So I will see you in the next video, and I hope I will be feeling so much better than I'm doing now. So I will see you then, and thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Thank you. Subscribe. I will see you then. Bye. Doei. Doei.